So before we get into today's conversation to rip every one of our competitors out there, we're not just doing this because it's fun to mess with our competitors, but we're doing it
to ruin their business.
To ruin their business, but we're doing it for you, the listener, so that you avoid these pitfalls, because there's a lot of BS being slung out there. Just look at all the sites. It's crazy. And, it takes one to know one to a certain degree. So I feel uniquely qualified to be able to do this critique today. But before we get into that, you have yet another nugget, because you came from that driven mastermind thing, and that is just nugget rich. So what's another one?
This one's dirty. It's a dirty trick, Ralph.
Dirty.
These
must have come from Perry.
These are my favorite. This one's mine. I come up with all the dirty tricks. Perry just uses them better than me. This would have won me Wicked Smart if I was allowed to compete in Wicked Smart. This is how good this one is.
Yeah. Okay.
If you don't mind me patting myself on the back. So,
you're building it up way too much, and now people are going to be like,
no, it's even better than how I'm building it. Like, people are going to be like, oh, you know what? He set the bar high, and then he hurdled it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Overconfidence.
You have to commit now. I'm too deep. I can't backpedal.
The pressure's really on.
So what many people do not realize is you do not need to use the same URL as the origination of the traffic in your remarketing. I'm going to say that again in a different way. If somebody clicks on an ad or even finds you organically and goes to your website, and your website's abc.com, when you run a remarketing campaign, that remarketing campaign is based off of a pixel that could belong to any account. So you could remarket for xyz.com, which you think like, okay, that makes sense. Fine, that's benign, But here's the dirty trick, which I love. If somebody goes to Perpetual, or if somebody goes to tier 11, let's say they go to tier11.com, and then they leave, the thing that you're used to doing is remarketing tier 11. Hey, come back. We love you. We want you. We need you. But what if they started seeing editorial ads, content videos from agencynewswire.com talking about the best agencies in the world, and tier 11 just happened to be number one every single time? And now, I see you smiling. I hurdled it, didn't I, Ralph? Like this, it's a dirty little trick, man. But especially with remarketing, I
know how it's done. That's why I'm smiling.
But
anyway, keep going.
With remarketing being effectively free, you're taking somebody who is interested in you, and because people A, don't know how remarketing works, and B, don't even realize when they're seeing a remarketing ad, all of a sudden they're gonna think, oh man, that was the agency I was just looking. I didn't know they're number one.
That's award-winning.
Yeah. Look how handsome that man is with his beard and his football shoulders. And you can edify and credentialize yourself, make it look like it's, a coincidence or organic, or, who knows what they assume, and nurture prospects ostensibly through word of mouth.
Yeah. I like it. I think it's a dirty little trick. I mean, I don't know as if it's dirty though.
I mean, that's the way to just get people's attention. It's just brilliant. I should have started there.
There's a reverse to this, which works exceedingly well, and I don't know why more people don't do it. And quite honestly, I don't know why we don't do it more. And we've had this conversation a bit on previous episodes where we talked about sort of this new paradigm, this new era of growth, how to achieve full funnel excellence. And one of the things I think that is another part to this is the reverse of that, is setting up a brand, or maybe a personal brand, like let's say KasimAslam.com or whatever it happens to be, or something about like what your product is all about. Let's pick a fictitious product. Green juice, for example. So you set up
exists, Ralph. That's not fictitious at all.
Well, a fictitious Leprechaun product juice in the green juice niche. All right. How about in the pick your color, the purple juice niche?
There you go.
Okay. So you set up a site called purplejuicing.com, and you set up a Facebook page, Purple Juicing, and you feed content to individuals top of funnel about the value of purple juicing.
Mm.
And in your retargeting,
You send them to the product.
send them to your purple juicing product.
Interesting. So this could be like a yin and a yang, where your
Yes.
top of funnel is editorial, your bottom of funnel is conversion, and then your bottom of the funnel remarketing is editorial.
Yep.
Aha.
So I see where you're going on this. Like,
Yeah.
I get it. I understand it. I love it. I think it's, I don't think it's quite as dirty as you made it out to be.
I don't know, man. So I'll tell you how it gets dirty. You ready? What if somebody that you knew really well, and I don't do this, by the way, but I could. And I swear to God, I don't do this, but I could.
No.
I had a real estate investment campaign, and I'm actually starting back up, incidentally. I want to get back into real estate, specifically in syndication. But let's say that somebody wants to sell their house fast for cash, okay? So you're in Boston. You go, sell my house fast for cash. You're willing to sell for a discount because you don't want to go through realtors, closing costs, fees, people tromping through your house, whatever. You land on my website. You think about selling your house. To me as an investor, you leave. And then all of a sudden you start getting editorial content from, the Boston Real Estate Watch.com saying the market's about to collapse, time to get out, cost per square foot is dropping,
Geez.
average days on market are spiking, this data point, this case study, this whatever. And I don't just do that with one site, I do that with 15. So you, especially an unsophisticated internet user, would have no idea that this is actually being forced upon you based off of your browsing history. Instead, I am manipulating you into feeling like your property is about to be worthless, so you come sell to me quickly. So this could get real dirty real quick.
That's dirty.
Dirty.
That's dirty.
Nobody do that.
Don't do that.
No. But you heard it here first.
Yeah, you did.
In the world of paid ads, there's one tool that rises above all others in terms of amplification. Here's what that means. There's one tool on your tool belt that will amplify everything else that you're doing, paid and organic, sometimes by double. And that tool is remarketing. Remarketing.